Alright, so I actually gonna do an unboxing of this lovely game, Zenith. That guy looks like, I don't know, reminds me of Black Samson from the Invincible universe, and I don't know who she reminds me of, but whatever. This is from Play Punk, which came out with that Captain Flip a little while ago. And I don't recognize any of these people. Maybe they were the same people involved with that. I don't know. But yeah, so it's supposed to be kind of like one of those, from what I was getting at when I was kind of reading this online. It looked kind of like, you know, reminiscent of sort of Battle Line. Where you're just kind of Battleline or Omen, and you're just kind of jostling sort of for positioning until you hit the victory conditions. So yeah, it's essentially a lane battler, but I think it has some interesting card play and activation. So this kind of that. And there is an expansion which I actually did find from a still on Board Game Geek, which I still don't have yet, which is kind of presumptuous considering I haven't played this, but I'm completionist, so whatever. So yeah, that's interesting here. What is with like the giant evil fish thing? Like that, I feel like that's like a thing that's happening. I mean, I know my kids are obsessed with like Dogman. Fairly recently. I think like evil fish are making a comeback, or whatever it is. So yeah, this looks like this is the solely English version of that. We have two sort of player aids, which supposedly you can play with teams, but that kind of was not my intention. You know, I was going to play this as a two-player game. Usually I find like those team games kind of tedious and kind of annoying. Sometimes they have like these stupid rules where you can't talk to the other person or whatever it is, so I don't know, I find things like that kind of annoying, to be honest. Going for the cardboard quality, that seemed to punch out pretty well. Tokens are, tokens, that one is sticking a little bit. But, I don't know if they're about average in terms of quality. But yeah, you just have, it looks like different pieces of the board, and then credits, different denominations. So yeah, I'm assuming this is kind of part of the board token. Or the sort of planet token, planet track, or whatever it is, that looks like it might be fitting on that. So yeah, for what I remember correctly, you're trying to get like majority on some of these different things. Alright, so we've got some bags here. I've actually been seeing more and more of this, which is pretty cool. Less plastic, more wood. Sorry, very loud though. Cut that out. Alright, we have some lovely, lovely candy here. Nice token quality, I have to say. Whatever material. What does this remind me of? I think Rebirth, maybe, had very similar material to this. So I'm assuming these correspond with the color of the planets and maybe players. I'm gonna have to guess, but yeah, there's a bag full of them. That's pretty nice quality. We have some more player. Oh, this is player aids. The other one is just probably the effects or whatever it is. Got the insert here. We have 2 packs of cards. And just bear with me as I fumble through this. So, card quality, it's not the greatest, but whatever, I sleeve them anyway. So we look like we have heroes. Van Gogh. So it looks like anthropomorphic animals, robots, and people. Got a parrot man. So lady on the front cover. So, oh, okay. I thought it was a weird, like, mouth mustache, like a mantis or something. That's the water buffalo sheriff from Zootopia. There's a squid, octopus man. I have to say, I do kind of like it. This artwork. There's that fish there. I mean, it lends to the aesthetic pretty well of the game. Got a giant pig. Let me see. I opened that one very easily. Let's see how well this one works. Yeah, this game's been getting quite a bit of buzz, at least as a two-player game. I thought it said Helen Keller. I was like, okay, wait a minute. Gilgamesh. Oh. So, like, the lizard people have all these sort of lizard people. The animal folk have sort of historical names. The robots seem to be what do you call it? I don't know if they're just puns or famous robots. Yeah, I mean, that's an author. The other one was an author as well, so... Yeah, so I'm assuming, yeah, one of these is probably authors. The animals are... the animals are historical figures, and I didn't pick up on the humans because I wasn't really paying attention, but yeah, there's essentially that. There's Zenith. Reminds me of the old television we used to have back in the day. Anyways, take care.